He dropped out of school at 14, started selling phones on the street. By 17, he was trading stocks from a cyber cafe with borrowed money. By 23, he had co-founded what would become India's biggest stockbroker. And today, at 37, he is worth $3.3 billion, has invested in over 30 companies, and built a venture capital firm with 65-plus portfolio companies. This is Nikhil Kamath. And this video is the most comprehensive breakdown of his entire investment portfolio you will find anywhere. We are covering every major bet, the hedge fund, the VC firm, the public market plays with real P ratios and growth numbers, the consumer brands, green energy, creator economy, food and beverage, all of it. Let's start from the very beginning. Imagine you are sitting in India in 2010. You want to buy stocks. Fine. But every time you buy or sell, your broker takes 0.5% of the entire trade value as commission. Buy 10 lakh rupees of shares? That is 5,000 rupees gone before the market even moves. Buy and sell twice a day as an active trader? You are hemorrhaging money just in fees. Nikhil Kamath and his brother Nitin looked at this broken system and made a single bet. What if brokerage was essentially free? What if retail investors could actually keep what they earned? They launched Zerodha in 2010 with a flat fee of just 20 rupees per trade, a 99% discount against every full-service broker in the market. The industry laughed. Nobody laughed for long. Today, Zerodha has over 10 million active clients, more than any other broker in India. It processes roughly 15% of all equity trades happening on Indian exchanges every single day. And here is the part that still blows people's minds. They never raised a single rupee from outside investors. Zero venture capital. Zero institutional funding. Bootstrapped from day one, profitable from day one. The estimated valuation? Over $3 billion. Built without selling a single share to anyone. This is the foundation everything else is built on. Here is the thing about people who build something truly great. They cannot stop building. With Zerodha minting money and running smoothly under Nitin's operational watch, Nikhil had a new problem. Too much capital and nowhere interesting to put it. So in 2020, right in the middle of a global pandemic, he launches True Beacon, a Category 3 alternative investment fund for India's ultra-wealthy. Not retail investors. Not mutual fund money. Ultra-high net worth individuals. Minimum ticket. 1 crore rupees. The strategy is long-short equity. Bet on stocks going up and bet on stocks going down simultaneously. Combine that with quantitative models that Nikhil has been refining over 15 years of active trading. Now here is where the fee structure gets radical. Most hedge funds charge 2% of your assets every year, just to exist. True Beacon charges zero. Absolutely nothing in management fees. They only take 10% of the profits they generate for you. If they do not make you money, they do not make money. Complete alignment. Year 1 results? A 29.7% return. Beating the Indian benchmark by 26.6 percentage points. Outperforming other Indian hedge funds by 4 times. Current AUM sits at over 1,500 crore rupees. And the detail that closes the deal, Nikhil's own money is in there alongside every single client. Not a symbolic amount. Real capital. Real skin in the game. Always. But Nikhil Kamath does not think like a hedge fund manager when he is not running a hedge fund. He thinks like a venture capitalist. Enter Gruhas. Founded in 2021 with co-founder Abhijit Pai, Gruhas is not a single fund. It is an entire ecosystem. 3 separate vehicles. 3 different opportunity sets. First, the Gruhas PropTech Fund. India's real estate sector is being completely digitized right now. Zapkey for real estate discovery. ParkSmart for smart parking management. Printo for printing infrastructure. 1% Club for financial education. These are the picks and shovels of India's property revolution. Second, the Gruhas Consumer Fund. Early-stage premium consumer brands. We will go deep on those in a later chapter. Third, and this is the headline, the Earth Fund. A formal partnership with Brigade Group, one of India's largest listed real estate developers, to deploy 300 crore rupees into PropTech, construction tech, climate tech, and smart mobility startups. The investment discipline here is strict. $1 to $2 million per company. No early-stage speculation. Companies must already have proven product market fit before Gruhas writes a check. In 2025 alone, IPEC raised $3 million for EV charging infrastructure. Layla raised 12.5 crore rupees in seed funding led by Gruhas. Solar Square completed a full Series B backed by Gruhas in late 2024. 65-plus portfolio companies. 11 new investments every single year. And no signs of slowing down. Now here is where the alpha becomes completely undeniable. 3 of Nikhil's startup bets have gone public, and the numbers are extraordinary. Let's start with Nazara Technologies, India's leading listed gaming company. Nikhil was in early, before most people even considered gaming a serious investment category in India. Today, it trades on the NSE with a price-to-earnings ratio of 164 times. The 5-year revenue CAGR is 45.5%, nearly 3 times the industry average. Net profits grew 27% year-on-year in FY26. This is a business compounding faster than almost anything else in India's tech sector. Then there is Ather Energy. The electric scooter company went public in May 2025 at an IPO price of 321 rupees per share. Today, it trades above 1,000 rupees. That is a 232% return in under a year. The market cap now sits at nearly 40,000 crore rupees, one of India's most valuable EV companies. And then Bluestone Jewelry, India's second-largest online-first jeweler, listed in August 2025 with a near billion-dollar valuation. 3-year revenue CAGR of 50%. Still loss-making, but growing at a pace that makes the losses look like investments. Pre-profit, hyper-growth, long runway on all three. Nikhil got in early. The public markets just confirmed what he already believed. One of the most interesting things about studying Nikhil's portfolio is that he thinks like a consumer, not like a spreadsheet. He looks at what aspirational Indians are actually spending their money on, and backs those brands before the rest of the market catches on. Take Licious. Before premium meat delivery even existed as a category in India, Nikhil was backing it. Today Licious is a unicorn, valued at over $1 billion. It built cold chain delivery infrastructure from scratch, premium cuts, and a direct-to-consumer brand that millions of urban Indians now rely on every week. Then there is Diaval Spirits, Shah Rukh Khan and Aryan Khan's luxury whiskey brand. Nikhil picked up a 5% stake. This is not just a celebrity vanity investment. Luxury spirits in India is one of the fastest-growing premium categories as the country's wealthy class expands and premiumizes everything it buys. Nothing, Carl Pei's consumer tech company, known for transparent back phones and cult-following earbuds, is Nikhil's second unicorn in the personal portfolio, another billion-dollar outcome. And then the broader consumer basket, P-Safe for personal hygiene, Nourish You for superfoods, Ather Energy for electric scooters, Nazara for gaming. The single thread running through every one of these bets. India's aspirational consumer, the person upgrading every part of their life and willing to pay for quality, brand, and experience. Nikhil sees that person clearly, and he bets on the brands they will choose. Here is a question worth sitting with. If you had $3 billion and you genuinely believed the next 30 years would be defined by the energy transition, where would you put serious money? Nikhil Kamath answered that question by writing a 137.5 crore rupee personal check into Goldie Solar. Not a small exploratory bet. Not a 1 crore angel round. 137.5 crore rupees into one of India's leading solar photovoltaic module manufacturers. That is the single largest personal investment check we have seen from him. Through Gruhas, the green thesis expands further. Greenline mobility for clean fuel logistics fleets replacing diesel trucks, PMI electromobility for electric buses serving India's public transport system, and IPEC for EV charging infrastructure. Backed in April 2025 with $3 million. Nikhil has said it clearly and repeatedly. Sustainability is where he expects the highest long-term compounding. And unlike most investors who say this in interviews but deploy nothing behind it, Kamath has put serious capital to work across the entire green energy stack. In 2021, if you told most traditional investors to back creator economy startups in India, they would have looked at you like you were out of your mind. Nikhil Kamath said yes. He backed Confluence, an AI-powered platform that matches brands with influencers across every tier and niche. He invested in Collective Artists Network, CAN, which represents India's top digital creators and handles talent management, brand deals, and IP development. Growth School for creator and professional upskilling. And Nas Academy, the global creator education platform built by the founder of Nas Daily, which has taught hundreds of thousands of people to build their own audience. But here is what makes these bets fundamentally different from a typical VC making them. Nikhil is a creator. His YouTube channel and his podcast have reached millions of people. He understands from the inside exactly what creators need, the monetization tools, the talent management infrastructure, the education to level up their craft. He is not speculating on a theme. He is betting on something he lives every day. The Indian creator economy is projected to reach $100 billion by 2030. Kamath has already built positions across talent, tooling, and education, the full creator stack. Last category, and yes, your morning coffee might literally be a Nikhil Kamath investment. $10 million into Subco Coffee. Mumbai's cult specialty coffee brand, the kind of place where the coffee has a story, the barista knows the farmer, and the customer keeps coming back not just for the caffeine but for the entire experience. Then Third Wave Coffee, taking that same premium coffee experience and scaling it across Indian metro cities for the consumer who has outgrown instant coffee. $2 million into Nourish You's superfood range, targeting the health-conscious millennial who treats their body like an investment too. And food stories for premium food retail experiences. Every single one of these bets follows an identical thesis. Premium, experience-driven brands targeting India's growing affluent class who treat food as an identity statement, not just a transaction. They are not buying coffee. They are buying who they want to be. Nikhil spotted that shift before it became obvious to everyone else. So let's put the entire picture together. Net worth, $3.3 billion as of 2025. Personal investment portfolio, 31 plus companies spanning 8 distinct sectors. 2 unicorns, Licious and Nothing. 7 founded companies, including Zerodha, True Beacon, and Gruhas. Through Gruhas alone, 65 plus portfolio companies across 3 separate funds, with 11 new investments made every single year. His single biggest personal check, 137.5 crore rupees into Goldie Solar. Public market bets. Nazara trading at 164 times PE. Ather Energy up 232% since listing. Bluestone compounding revenue at 50% per year. Fintech, PropTech, Green Energy, Consumer Brands, Listed Stocks, Creator Economy, Food and Beverage. Nikhil Kamath has positions in nearly every high-growth sector in India, and across almost all of them he was early. Here is what I find most remarkable about Nikhil Kamath. He does not fit any template. He did not go to IT or IIM. He did not work at Goldman Sachs. He did not raise a $100 million fund on his first try. He dropped out at 14, traded stocks from a cyber cafe, got it wrong, got back up, built a discount broker that disrupted an entire industry, launched a hedge fund in a pandemic, built a VC ecosystem with 3 funds and backed over 30 companies across 8 sectors, all before turning 40. The pattern across everything he does is consistent. Get in early. Go where others have not looked yet. Bet big when the conviction is real. Align your incentives with the people you serve. That is the Nikhil Kamath playbook. If this breakdown gave you value, a like and a subscribe would mean a lot. I put serious work into these investor deep dives, and your support is what makes the next one happen. I will see you in the next one.